Hi everyone, I am so excited for this video because today we are going to be testing out some Suva Beauty products. Now, I have tried some of these before, but the main ones that I want to focus on is the Block Party palette as well as the hydra liner that they have. I have one in grape soda. I'm really excited to try this. But the reason why I have the Block Party palette is because it comes in this month's Try Beauty box. So I thought I would just unbox this with you guys because I don't want to make a separate video on it because I don't know, I'm not really into making unboxing videos with these subscription boxes lately because it's just, there's so many products in these boxes I don't really want to use just once because I already know that I don't like them, so I've kind of just been saving them up and putting them into giveaways instead, and I feel like that's a better way to do it, and that way I can just use the stuff that I like that is in the box. So first up, I just want to mention that this is in collaboration with Porcelain. I have mentioned her on my channel before and I absolutely love her. I think she is amazing. So she is the one that has decided what comes in this box. So we have a little picture of her up here and then everything in the box is listed as well as the prices and stuff. So I'll just quickly go through this before we start with the rest of the Suva Beauty try-on. And the first thing in this box is two face masks from a brand called Masquerade. I have never heard of them, but I will definitely put these aside to use for a later time. Next up we have something from Wander Beauty, and this is a face oil. It says it's a glow ahead face oil, and face oils are something that I am a little bit wary of because I do have oily skin, and the face oils that I've tried in the past just haven't really worked for me, so I am going to pop this into a giveaway. I do have a box of like giveaway items that I've kind of started saving up, so I don't know when that giveaway is going to be coming. It'll come in a random video. Like you guys know, I don't announce my giveaways, so if you want to have a chance to win all these things, you have to just watch all my videos. So that's how I do it on my channel. Next up we have a velour liquid lipstick by IBY Beauty. This is a brand that I have never heard of, so I will open this. Oh, that's a really, really pretty color. It's like a mauvey pink. I really like this. Let's swatch it. Ooh, it smells pretty good. Yeah, that's a gorgeous shade. I love that. It reminds me of some of my Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, but this is really pretty. And then this is one of the things that I was the most excited about in this box, and this is a brush set from Luxie. And I think this might be the same brush set that came in our BoxyCharm, just with a different kind of aesthetic. Like these are rose gold and white instead of the gold ones that we got. I can't find any right now, but you've seen them in all my videos, so I'll definitely be using those in today's video. And for the most exciting thing in this box, we have the Block Party palette by Suva Beauty, which we are going to be testing out today. Here is what the palette looks like. I have already opened it to make sure that it was not broken or anything, but isn't that just so pretty? I'm so excited to test this out. I've heard so many good things about it. I've been drooling over it for so long. Okay, so the things that we are going to be testing out is, of course, the Block Party palette and the hydra liner, and I also want to pop on this lipstick right here. I know I tried this on in a different video, but it didn't really look good with my look, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put this on first, and then I'm going to base my eye look around my lipstick, because that way I know for sure that the eye look is going to look good with it. And this lipstick is a very cool toned blue with like a gray undertone. And this shade definitely needs some building up. I'm probably going to have to do 2 layers on that. It's looking a little bit patchy, but it goes on very smoothly, and I like the formula on these a lot. I love this lipstick. I think this is so much fun. Let's see if there are any shades in this palette that is going to look good with this lipstick. I don't know, but I really want to use this one, and this one, and this one. I don't know, I just want to use them all. So I'm gonna have a bit of a think while I prime my eyes, and then I'll see if I can come up with something. So I sort of feel like I've kind of shot myself in the foot already because I need to make these two look good together as well as the palette. And what I'm thinking is maybe if I go in with the teal shade, those are all sort of in the same family. If I use this one, that could kind of look good together, but I also need something else. So what if I do maybe a yellow and a teal look with this liner? Could that look kind of cool? Maybe I'll start off by swatching this palette so you guys can see how they swatch, because I'm very curious too. So of course going to swatch this like I always do, go from left to right, top to bottom, and I will just play over some music while I swatch. So the mattes didn't feel very creamy when I first put my fingers into them, but when I swatched them, there was only one that was lacking a little bit of pigment, and that was the pink one, but the other ones swatched really nicely and they seemed very pigmented, so I'm excited. The shimmers didn't really feel special, but I feel like it could be one of those formulas that as soon as you put them on your eyes, they're going to look amazing. So let's find out what this palette is all about. I think what I want to start off with is taking Lemonade, which is the yellow shade, and I'm going to be putting that in my inner corner, but sort of connecting it up with my brow. And I'm not going to pull it into my crease really, and I will show you what I mean. So I'm just going to be tucking that right in here, just for a little extra pop of color. Plus I also just want to see how pigmented this yellow is, but this is looking really nice so far. And I'm using one of my Luxie brushes. This is the 121, which is exactly the same as the one that we got in the BoxyCharm set. I feel like this is already going to be a pretty crazy look, but I am so ready. And next up I'm going to go in with this teal shade, which is called Boombox, and I'm going to put that in my crease. Still using the same brush, I just wiped it off on a towel in front of me. And I'm first just going to stamp it on where I want it to be. That shade is so beautiful. And I'm going to pull this all the way in as well to my inner corner. The shadow is so pretty, I really like this. And now that I have this placed down, I'm going to go in with the same brush again and just start blending out the edges. Next up, what I want to do is I want to take Dancing Shoes, which is the dark blue, and I want to put that in my outer corner, but I also want to pull it down to my lower lash line and wrap that around. So I'm going to first start off by deepening up what I already put down with the shade, and this is so pretty too, man. Like, I had pretty high expectations about this palette, but so far this is performing so well. And this is such a nice surprise from all the indie brand single shadows that I've been messing with lately that just have not been all that great, if I'm being honest. I'm also going to run this in towards my inner corner as well, just deepen it up all the way across. I'm taking a bit more of that teal shade now, and I just want to run that right in between where the blue and the teal is, just to get a bit better blend. I'm blown away by how well these are performing. These are so much fun to work with. I'm having such a good time. And like I said, I want to pull this down onto my lower lash line as well. I don't know if I want to pull it all the way across, but I'm going to go about halfway. And then I will just leave it there and see kind of where we end up in the end. What I think I want to do for the rest of the look, now I do have this one in mind and I already know that this is going to be a lot, but it's okay. So I'm going to go in with Mixtape, which is this beautiful shimmery kind of bluish green shade, and I'm going to put that on my lid, and then on the rest of my lower lash line I'm going to use this orange shade and I'm going to connect that to the green in the inner corner, I think. Do you see how much this brush just picked up? Now I am going to spray this because I just prefer to spray my shimmers to avoid any fallout, but I really feel like these wouldn't even need it. Alright, so I'm just going to put that on my lid now. So I think I am going to leave just a tiny bit of room right in here so I can connect that orange when I get there. I think it's time to go in with that orange now, so I'm going to dip into this one with my Morphe M149 brush, and this one is called Nachos. I really like the names in this. I probably didn't even mention them, but it's Milkshake, Flash Mob, Lemonade, Boombox, Barbecue, Popsicle, Drunk Love, Mixtape, Nachos, and Dancing Shoes. Those are such great names. So let me just put this on my lower lash line. I will say the one thing that I feel like is missing in this palette is some kind of very, very light shimmer. Like, I wish that this white was a shimmer instead of a matte, but I understand where they were going with this because all of these shades are very dark, so you can easily mix it with the white to make it more pastel. So I get that, but I do still wish that they had some kind of a lighter inner corner shade because I do love me a very light inner popping inner corner. But what I'm going to do next is I think I want to put something in my waterline, so maybe I will do the same color as this liner in my waterline to kind of tie these together. How about this? This looks pretty good. So this is Boots, I think. No, this is Piggy Bank by Colourpop. So I went and grabbed a bit of water because I think you're supposed to just mix this with water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use this eyeliner pencil and I'm going to dip this into water. And then I guess I will just try to mix these. And I'm kind of waiting for this to dry a little bit so it doesn't look too wet. But you can see on my hand now that it's starting to come together and look very opaque. So I want to try this with water on this side, and then on the other side I'm going to try to mix it with Duraline and see if there is any difference at all. And if this thing transfer, I'm going to be so mad because that's going to ruin my look. So I'm going to, let me just find my fan so I have that next to me so I can use it to make this dry after. Alright, so I'm going to, do I want to make a wing? I might just trace my lash line. And maybe I shouldn't have let it dry so much because this could be a problem. Let me try again to mix a little bit more. I just want to make sure it's the right consistency, you know? But it is good that it dries quickly. Okay, so I think I got it better this time. That is a gorgeous color. And it seems like it's dried down already, so that's awesome. I will say it's a little bit tricky to get it to be the perfect consistency, but that's probably something you just need to practice and you'll get a hang of it. As you can see now, this is completely dried already, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a drop of the Inglot Duraline in here. And this is a product that you can use for any kind of dried up products and it'll make them come back to life. Say if you have a gel liner or something, or even a pomade, you can use a drop of this and that will make it be creamy again. I have heard that you can mix this into liquid lipsticks too if you have some that are dried out, but I have not tried that. Let me know if you want me to test that in a video or something because I'm kind of curious to see if there are other things that you can do with Duraline too. And this is super strange. Like you can see that it is wet now, but when I go in with a brush, like it doesn't activate. Like there's nothing on my brush. That is super strange. Wow. I guess that doesn't work. That is so interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just run my brush over this and kind of try to make it waterproof that way. Because if this doesn't disrupt this at all, then I think this will be a good way to go. It does make it look a little shiny though, which I don't really mind that. So I guess what I'll do is I'll wait for this to dry again and then I'll go in with more water and then do the line on this side and then I'll put on some mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's everything put together. I really like everything that I just tried. I think everything is amazing. I love this eye look. I love the hydra liner so far. If I do have any problems with it, I will let you know down in the description box so you can see for yourself, but hopefully this is going to stay put the rest of the day, especially since I did put Duraline on top of it. Next time, maybe if this works really well, I will try it with just water and not put this on top, but with my hooded eyes and a little bit of runny eyes sometimes, I just wanted to be on the safe side. I didn't want to risk this smearing and looking really bad after a couple of hours, so I am really happy with Suva Beauty so far. I've not tried anything from them that I didn't like, and honestly, this little palette right here exceeded my expectations so much, even though I had super high expectations already, but this was so easy to work with. The shadows perform beautifully. They're so pigmented. They're so nice. I feel like this is going to be in my top 5 of the year and it's only February, so we'll see what happens throughout the year, but this is a very strong contender right now from just my first impression. I'm so happy I have this. I will absolutely do a 3 looks 1 palette with this. I do think I'm going to do the Blush Tribe and Polina collab first because that's the one that you guys voted for that you want me to do this with, but afterwards I will for sure be using this palette because I am so excited. So I think this will sum up today's video. Let me know if you tried anything from Suva Beauty and what your thoughts on the brand is. I would love to know because so far I absolutely love it and I kind of wish that I got their mystery bag now, but maybe next time. So thank you so much for watching. As always, if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and I will see you in my next video. Bye.